Most business owners are laser focused on what ranks on page one of Google, but there's something sitting above all those results that's actually shaping how people see your business before they even click a single link or continue to scroll. It's called an AI overview, and if yours is wrong, well, you've already got a problem on your hands. So here's everything you need to know. What is an AI overview? For those of you that are unfamiliar with that term, typically when you type a question into Google, especially something like, is company XYZ legit, or best running shoes for men, you've probably noticed a box that appears at the very top of the results before any links. That's the AI overview. So Google is scanning the entire web, pulling every relevant piece of content it can find about that topic or the company, and then synthesizing it into a single summarized answer. Now, it might pull from a LinkedIn article, a Reddit thread, a Trustpilot review, a blog post, some sort of forum perhaps, and it doesn't even matter where the content lives as long as Google considers it relevant and trustworthy. So essentially that summary is exactly what people read first, before your website, before your reviews, before your ads, anything like that. It's the first impression, and most business owners have no idea it even exists. And we'll take a look here on Google. I want to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here. So let's just start with something simple. Is Gymshark good quality, right? This is a question that people are asking before they typically buy. And you'll notice as soon as I look this up, here's an AI overview. Before all of the links, before all of the review platforms, any of the videos, this AI overview is predominantly taking up most of the space on this page, right? So we'll open this and I'm just going to walk you through what this even looks like. So typically what these AI overviews contain is going to be a quick summary here. At the very top, it's going to say Gymshark is generally considered a solid mid-tier activewear brand, offering a great balance of trendy aesthetics, so on and so forth, right? And then it's actually going to have the articles that it pulled, actually opened up and read, and then synthesized to create this answer. It's going to list out the pros, it's going to list out the cons, and then it's also going to list out top recommended collections within the business. This is also being cited from a couple of blogs. It looks like some YouTube video reviews and a few other blogs. And then at the end, typically this isn't always standard, but sometimes it'll say the verdict or it'll say a final note. Gymshark is highly worth it if you were looking for stylish, entry to mid-level workout gear. And that's it, guys. I don't even have to scroll. I have all the pros listed out for me. I have all the cons. I have all these sources on here. I've got a ton of Reddit threads. I've got their own website. I've got a couple of third-party blogs, some YouTube videos. So I don't even have to move my finger. I can just click right over to the link that appeals to me, that makes the most sense. And that's it. That could be my entire search. I can form an opinion with less than 30 seconds, which is pretty crazy, considering what, the average search journey was a couple of years ago. And we'll take it even a step further. Let's say if I was curious if Gymshark is $1 billion company, which I believe they already hit that mark a couple years ago, actually, but we could say, is Gymshark a $1 billion company? Boom. I don't have to click on any links. I don't have to go searching through random articles, through random blogs. I don't have to jump over a Wikipedia page. Right here in less than 10 seconds, yes, Gymshark is a multi-billion dollar company. It originally hit 1.5 billion valuation in 2020. It's going to lay out the key company facts. So when it was founded, valuation, revenue, business model, etc. Right. And then here's the links that the AI actually went out, scraped, opened up, and then is now synthesizing this answer. And so this is, just think of it as kind of proof. You can click on these links and I'm sure all of these are going to say the same thing, that they are a multi-billion dollar company. So the reason I'm showing you this is just to show you the power that this AI overview can be for your business. If it is displaying accurately and correctly, users now don't even have to scroll. They don't have to open up any links. They can literally just type in a search query and get their answer in less than 30 seconds. So now, why does this matter for your reputation? If your AI overview is accurate and positive, it's one of the most powerful trust signals you can have. But here's what gets problematic. A lot of those AI overviews are wrong. Google might be confusing your company with another business that has a similar name. It might even be pulling from, let's say outdated articles, a negative Reddit thread, some sort of review platform with a handful of negative reviews on there. And it might not be citing any of your own content at all. And the person searching doesn't even know that. They read the summary, form an opinion, make a decision, and they probably just move on to the next candidate, completely leaving you behind, all because of that AI overview. And that's the danger. You see, you can have a great product, a great team, great reputation, one of the best in the world, and still lose a client because Google's AI overview summarized you incorrectly or inaccurately. Now, let's talk about what causes a bad AI overview. Now, there's a few reasons this happens, and none of them are your fault in particular, but they are going to become your problem. The most common one we see is that a business has no controlled content for Google to pull from. No articles, no structured profiles, no FAQ content anywhere on the web that directly answers questions people are asking about them. So Google fills the gap with whatever it can find, and then it's usually third-party content you had no hand in creating. And the second cause is going to be inconsistency, guys, and this is when your narrative across platforms is fragmented. Different bio here, different bio there, descriptions kind of all over the place. Google is essentially going to get confused, and so does the AI overview. Sometimes it'll even merge your identity with another company, and that's something I've recently seen with a company we're working with now. Google is merging their information, kind of their identity and narrative, with this other company that has nothing to do with them, but because they have a weak online reputation to begin with, weak signals and whatnot, it's kind of making it difficult for the AI to accurately display them. And the third cause is negative content having more authority than your own. So if a Reddit thread or some sort of damaging article has more citations and engagement than anything you've ever published, Google is more than likely going to weigh that content more heavily in the summary than it would with your own information. And so lastly, how to fix it and what a realistic timeline looks like. So the fix starts with giving Google something better to work with. The AI overview pulls from platforms that already trust, so that's where you need to publish. LinkedIn articles, Medium posts, structured content that directly answers the questions people are already searching about you or your business. And really the key here is how you write it. You want clear, direct answers built around the exact questions your potential clients are typing into Google. Think of it like feeding Google the narrative you want it to summarize. And beyond that, consistency across all your platforms matters. So going back to some previous videos, we talk about same name, same story, all of the language being identical across every platform that you're currently on. And the more coherent your digital footprint is, the more confident Google becomes about who you are and what you do. And now here's the honest part. This takes time. This is not going to be an overnight fix. I say this in all of my videos. AI overviews don't update in real time. Google actually retrains and refreshes these systems on its own schedule, and no one really knows when that schedule is. But from the moment you start publishing the right content, you're looking at a minimum of 3 to 4 months before you see meaningful changes in what the AI overview is saying about you. So there it is. That is your AI overview masterclass, if you will. It's going to be the first thing that people read when they search your business. And if it's wrong, it's costing you money, right? Because people can just move up out their day. They don't even have to scroll down. They don't have to click on your website. They don't have to click on open any links. So the fix is giving Google better content to work with, staying consistent across all of the platforms, and then just giving it time to kind of catch up to that narrative. If you want to know what your AI overview says about your business right now, go Google yourself. And then if you want help fixing it, I'll drop a link in the description. If you guys like this video, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear some feedback. Feel free to subscribe, all of that jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jordan, for those of you that are new here. Today's topic, I want to walk you through everything you should know about the Google AI overview, what it is, how it works, whether it's your greatest asset or your worst enemy. So let's jump right in.